President Xi Jinping is expected to host Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un at a gala later this morning after the three attended China's military parade. Putin and Kim also held their own bilateral meeting where Putin reportedly invited the North Korean leader to Russia. Here to break all of this down is national security and military analyst Dr. Rebecca Grant. Dr. Grant, good morning to you. This is the first time these three leaders have ever been at an event together. And President Trump reacted to it this way on Truth Social, saying, "May President Xi and the wonderful people of China have a great and lasting day of celebration. Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against the United States of America." So what does this gathering mean for us here at home and the Western world overall?
I love that message. He says, "I'm watching you." And we have not seen the leaders of these three countries together in 66 years. So with Xi there in the middle with Putin and Kim Jong-un, Xi is towering over them. It really sends a message that China is trying to assume the mantle of world leadership. But Carly, all three economies are in trouble. They have a great military display going on, but our military is more important. But it tells you that this Russia-China alliance and their friends, North Korea, Iran, are a major menace to the United States. We have got to keep our military strong and keep our technology ahead.
Do you think that at the end of this meeting, these three leaders will signal closer defense relations? And if so, how should the United States respond to that?
Well, this is the big problem. Especially scary is the progress that North Korea has made with its arsenal. China is accelerating its nuclear warhead production. We saw one of their biggest missiles in the parade. And of course, China is continuing to support Russia's defense industry with microelectronics, the oil purchases. They are all wrapped together. So these three are arming up to challenge the U.S. and the West, and we just have to be strong against them.
Okay, so that's China. Now, on to Russia. Yesterday, the president said that there will be consequences if a meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky does not happen. Dr. Grant, are there consequences strong enough to get Putin to the table to this meeting and a potential end to this war?
Trump faces a big choice right now, and I think it is time to turn on those secondary sanctions on China, choking, of course, Russia's biggest oil customer. What will get Putin to the table is going to be economic pressure, and hey, don't rule out some continued conventional options for Ukraine to attack legitimate Russian military targets in Crimea and elsewhere.
Also yesterday, President Trump shared a rather dramatic video of the U.S. military striking a drug smuggling boat off the coast of Venezuela. The president said all 11 members of Tren de Aragua on board were killed, as you're about to see in that moment right there. This strike and the release of this footage, I am sure, will make smugglers think twice about their line of work, and that is the point of this release.
This is a whole new chapter in the war against drugs and showing that the U.S. will defend in the Western Hemisphere. This was done in international waters. But what you see here is some kind of anti-ship missile, and we've got plenty of those, maybe from a ship, maybe a helicopter, maybe a drone, taking out this target. Remember, Trump designated Tren de Agua and some others as terrorist organizations. This is no different than a strike against ISIS at this point.
Wow.
That means we can do this again if they keep it up.
Yeah, a lot going on the coast of Venezuela and in China with this military parade, and President Trump telling Xi to send his regards. Dr. Grant, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.